about stepping up?
Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Hey, it's me, shakeable, breakable, unmistakable Claptrap. But don't break me, break free in Borderlands 4, the newest, bestest looter shooter you can play with friends. Everything's better with friends, and I would totally know. Pre-order Borderlands 4 now.
Rated mature.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
I was looking for my phone holder. I couldn't find
phone holder.
Hello and welcome to
www.phoneholder.com.
King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike.
And I am still rusty.
He's still rusty. My camera is a little weird today, so
it actually doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks better than mine. Mine washes me out.
Yours is a little, yeah.
I
Yours
was
is a little
washed.
fuzzy. But excuse me, I'm having to use the cameras on the laptop simply because. As a company, Rogue Media Network does everything by the seat of their pants. And we covered yesterday was Friday. This will give you a little inside baseball here.
Friday.
Yesterday was Friday, and it was the first Friday of high school football in the area. And it was a Baylor game yesterday. Which they got beat by Auburn, and I told everybody they would. And so,
Auburn? Come on. They really thought they were going to beat Auburn?
It's insane.
That's not going to happen.
They
got a couple more L's on the schedule, too, by the looks of things. I actually want them to do good sometimes, but sometimes I don't. Because actually in the room that we're in right now,
it's a big Baylor thing.
It's a popular Baylor podcast is also
That's
recorded
right.
in the space where we record ours. But,
well, we did the 3-hour pregame yesterday.
Go
the
Cougars.
First one. And we had some connection issues, and so it was a little jerky and herky, and they had to call it a little early. But I was told that this next week we have a satellite link coming in.
They bought a satellite.
They bought a satellite link. Yes.
What exactly is a satellite link?
So it's
Starlink.
It's kind of like a Starlink thing or whatever. It'll actually get us a constant connection to the internet, because in addition to that, we built a mobile broadcast van. So we now have a mobile broadcast trailer, and he's getting a satellite link to come in because, and I want you to think about this. There are only 5 Baylor home games.
That's it.
So think of the money that comes in from advertising on only 5 games that you were able to build all that stuff.
Oh, that's Sick'em. That's for them. They
That's
built all
Sick'em
that stuff
365.
out.
Yeah. Now I think
That's crazy.
the mobile trailer will. It's 365 Sports. Excuse me. There's 2 different entities there. So we're 365 Sports. There is still, I believe, a Sick'em 365. But anyway.
Oh, it's 2 separate things.
Yeah, we cover all the sports stuff. But anyway, we had to grab equipment from all of our different studios so we could fill the gaps, because we covered 5 high school games last night and 1 Baylor game.
Do y'all do it for the TSHB website, the high school football, the THSSHFB, whatever?
We feed it into that, yes. Now, I'm not sure if all the schools are participating, but yes, we feed into that.
I was just curious because you have to pay for that, so there's got to be There's got to be like because I know you have to pay for that service.
I'm going to tell you guys a super big secret here. There's a lot of money in advertising or taking in advertising on high school football.
Yeah, sports, period.
And,
there's a
and
lot
honestly,
of money for sports.
for a lot of that stuff, you don't even have to really sell it. You just show up and go, hey, we're doing it. Okay. And they just sign up.
Yeah,
especially
it's the
craziest thing.
Well, I don't know how it works for everybody else's community or areas or anything like that, but the area that we live in Central Texas is huge on baseball, softball, football, soccer's even massive in this area right now, like even bigger than it's ever been.
Sure.
So like all these kids sports, literally all you have to do is say, hey, we need this for this, and they're like, is it kids? And they're like, boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids sports. Yeah, there's a lot of money going around in kids sports out here.
Look at this thing, huh? Look at this shirt.
I like that. What's that? Is that Minecraft?
That is Gotcha Gator.
Oh, Gotcha Gator.
This is Gotcha Gator, which you should be on the lookout for that because Casey and I are going to start attacking Gotcha Gator, I believe. This is our own IP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a scary storytelling alligator in the swamp.
Oh,
So,
Gotcha Gator.
there you go.
All right, I love it.
Rusty, hello. Artie, hello. Anybody else who's on, I appreciate you being here. We love you all. We are going to do another watch along. We are on season 14, episode 5. So we're halfway through the season. And then we will pick back up at season 8 of the originals. This one is New Ref in Town. So like I said, season 14,
the new
episode
ref
5.
in town.
And
Yeah,
this
that's
is,
a good one.
It's all about soccer.
It's about Hank. Hank was in Saudi Arabia. And
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And while he was over there, one of the popular sports, pretty much anywhere that's not America, is football, soccer.
Yeah.
So it's now we find out that while Hank is in Saudi Arabia, he absorbs an insane amount of knowledge about soccer and the officiating behind soccer. So.
One thing I can say about soccer and hockey both, you talk about some true athletes.
Oh,
I
they
mean,
run for 90 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they run for 90 solid minutes.
And
pretty much.
honestly, soccer, it's a beautiful game. Like the way
90%
it's all
of it's
spaced
conditioning.
out and
Yeah.
stuff, I mean, it's beautiful.
There's a reason why it's the most watched sport in the world. There's a
absolutely.
reason.
Sure.
As far as like a sport that includes a ball, maybe cricket might have more viewers just based on the sheer population of India.
Well, you've got all of India and then you've got some of England, yeah.
But if you take cricket, well, not just that, Australia, cricket's big in most English.
Soccer's huge, though.
English
Soccer
colleges, but soccer's
it's
massive.
the biggest sport in the world. I mean, it is huge.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys.
But
yeah,
fun fact. So in the 90s,
fun fact.
the number one sports franchise in the world was Manchester United.
Sure.
As far as like things that you could get, they had all kinds of merch, and they even collabed with Game Boy, which I have a Holy Grail Manchester United red Game Boy. That's one of my Holy Grail video game items. Yeah.
Wow.
But so they were the number one sports franchise, which is soccer, and then a few short years later, after Jerry Jones and the Jimmy Johnson / Barry Switzer Super Bowl dynastic run, they take over as the number one sports franchise in the world. And right now, they are number one sports franchise in the world, worth billions and billions of dollars. And that's one of the
Cowboys?
arguments. Yeah, worth billions. Well, that's the thing is, and that's one of the arguments. I listened to that. I watched the most of the Cowboys documentary on Netflix the other day, and that was one of the things that they were talking about is like Jerry Jones is he's not really good at football, but he's an amazing businessman, and he knows how to market. And that's what he was saying in there in the documentaries that
Just
he
like our
started out.
president.
Yeah. Well, he was a little kid, and
It's
his
all
dad owned a
hucksters.
grocery store when Jerry
Yeah.
Jones was a little kid.
Yeah.
And it was a family-owned business, so he was a greeter at the door as little as he can remember, greeting people as they're coming
Yeah.
in. And that's where he said he kind of got, like, the brain for marketing. He was just around. It's always half off this and sale this and marketing
like
this
his-
and selling this.
It's like his Toastmasters class, I mean, basically.
Yeah, I'm not a
Hey,
Cowboys
music
fan,
win.
but
Hello.
I'm not a
Go,
Cowboys
you
fan,
Dallas
but I think
Cowboys,
you have
go.
to appreciate the lore of your state. You know what I mean? You got,
Yeah.
especially in the vein of King of the Hill, you got to appreciate the lore of Hank Hill's favorite team.
My wife is a big Cowboys fan, and so
A lot of Texans are, yeah.
yeah. My parents
America's
were.
team.
I never was. Jerry Jones meme. Yeah, that's true. You were
I'm
getting
surprised
the
Jerry Jones. I'm
meme
surprised he
going, Cody.
doesn't have one.
Yeah.
He could call it the Frisco.
Yeah. Ooh, or the star.
Or the Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I grew up an Oilers fan. Then they moved to Tennessee. I became a Titans fan because I hate myself, and we've never won anything. Yay!
Were
for
you
us.
watching? Well, I've watched football since the Broncos Super Bowls. Like that's actually my first memory of football is in England when the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl and Michael Jackson launched up out of the deal,
Yeah.
and he stood there
Yeah.
for that insanely long pause.
Yeah.
And then he took his glasses off, and the whole place just erupted.
That was the Pepsi one, right?
Yeah,
The one
no.
where he burned his head.
No. That was a
First?
commercial. He burnt his head in a commercial.
I thought he burned his head first and then did the halftime show.
I think that's right. I think it might have been halftime show then head.
Yeah,
I don't know.
way.
Either way it goes,
Either
but
way.
that's like
He
my
burned
first
his head.
recollection of football was that. But I didn't pick a team until like once I got to a certain age. I was like, well, everybody's got a favorite team, and I'm starting to get into it now a little bit more. So who am I going to pick?
Yeah.
And then I watched the draft that year, and they're like, Houston Texans, first draft ever for the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
And they pulled David Carr.
Carr, yeah.
David Carr, first pick of the Houston Texans. And then I was like, I like their logo. I'm gonna be a Houston Texans fan. So
It's a good franchise. Don't get me wrong. It's ingrained in me to not like them.
Not a fan of the ownership.
Yeah.
Not a fan of the ownership.
It's ingrained in me to not like them because I was.
Rest in peace. Don't want to speak ill of the man, but there was some sketchy stuff said. There's definitely some sketchy conversations between some of the ownership and some of the
the
how
Adams
they treat
family that
players and
owns the Titans are terrible owners. I think they care more about vengeance than they care about actually winning. So
well, they got a promising little.
But they're getting $1 billion stadium, so yay!
Well, that's the
capitalism.
thing is, and it's the same thing with the Cowboys too, because that's what in that documentary they were talking about the Texas Stadium, and they were talking about how the Cowboys at the time that they built the Jerry's World, the Cowboys sucked at that time. They still suck, but they were at a all-time low as far as sucking. And then
I am afraid it's going to be rough.
it was during
this
the
year.
recession too.
Roof.
It was during the recession too that they were building it, so it didn't make any sense for him to
They
really
had to
build
go
it.
up on hotel and visitor tax.
But he had no choice because there were so many tickets being sold. Texas Stadium was beyond. They had to tear. They had to rebuild it, which is still crazy to think that during all the problems they had, even though their dynasty was dead, even though they were in a recession, that he was still making enough money that he had to build a new stadium.
Yeah.
That just shows you the power of the Dallas Cowboys.
Artie says if the Texans were good enough for Boomhauer, they're good enough for me. I like that.
Yeah,
and
Nashville,
Cody says Nashville taxpayers are footing the bill for the stadium.
Absolutely.
Yes, I get it. We always do. And yet we keep coming back. Dallas Cowboy fans, you want to fix your team? Stop going. Stop going to the games. They will fix it. I promise you.
Well, speaking of stadiums and taxes and people
That's how
building them,
capitalism works.
the stadium here finally had a really good music show.
They allowed alcohol for the first time as well.
Well, and they allowed actual music and not,
we had
open the eyes of my heart, Lord. I'm not against that. Don't get me wrong, but that's all Baylor.
I love the fact that you know that song.
But I know a lot of that stuff. That's a jam. That's actually a pretty good song. But
open the eyes of my heart, Lord.
I'm not religious or anything, but some of those songs are really, really catchy, and there's a reason. There's a reason.
Oh
why
yeah.
they made a lot
There's a
of money.
formula.
There's a reason why they made a lot of money. Some of those musicians. But they built the basketball stadium, and then they built this one here. And I was always afraid that they build these new big huge venues, and they'll never bring anything worth going and listening. And they bring CCR.
Yeah.
And then they start talking about it. And then they had a deal they showed where he was is it John Fogerty?
No,
that's
it's you're talking Creedence Clearwater Revival now.
That's who that was, wasn't
No,
it? CCR?
it
Cross
was
Canadian Ragweed.
Cross Canadian Ragweed.
Oh, different one. Yeah,
different
you're
one.
right. But either way, they sang that song Oklahomans roll their weed all wrong or whatever. And that's what he said. He's like, Texans need to legalize weed, and they had a big weed thing on the deal. And I was like, this is Baylor?
Yeah.
So I like that they're
Baylor is all in at this point.
I'm hoping they get a little.
Goes.
I'm hoping they go a little bit more all in, and we start getting some deep, because that's a stadium. You could have some.
Oh yeah, that's a great stadium.
Badass.
It's
concerts.
a great stadium. It really is.
You could have national acts.
Of course, the only place I've ever seen a game from
It's better than Moody
is in the boxes upstairs. I mean,
it's better than Moody in Austin, though.
No, it's a great stadium, especially for this area. It's a really good stadium, and it could be used for really cool stuff. Now, I don't
truck rallies.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. They've had one there.
Oh, they did.
They had a monster truck rally there. Yeah,
they need to bring Monster Jam. Though.
That's how you break the hymen of any new stadium. You have a monster truck rally.
You got to. Yeah, you got to.
All right, here we go, guys. Sorry it's so early.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
said hymen, but you get what you get. All right, so we are at. I think my TV turned off.
Might have,
bitch. Oh, sorry.
Well, we talked so long it shut off.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go down here, and where the hell did it go?
What if buying a new appliance felt like a win for your home and your wallet? Save up to 50%, plus up to an extra $600 on select major appliances at the Best Buy Appliances Labor Day sale. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy, imagine that.
You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
I just guess I got to go to Hulu first. Hey, going to Hulu. All right.
And we're going to Hulu.
So we are on season 14, episode 5. I know I said that several times, but here we go. The Hulu Presents screen. Follow along. Bang.
Yeah, so this episode is called Chore Money. No, New Ref in Town.
New
Sorry.
Ref in Town, yep.
Hank secretly becomes a soccer referee. Written by Michael Bayless and Wes Archer. So this is a Wes Archer.
Oh, it's a Wes Archer jam.
Written by Wes Archer, and the guy that's a part of the show. Oh man, it comes full circle. Go ahead and pause it real fast. This is hilarious.
Yep.
It comes full circle. This guy started working in television, and it only shows 4 things that he's worked on.
Who is it?
His name is Michael Bayless, Bayliss.
Oh, I loved his Transformer movies.
No relation.
Oh.
So it comes full circle. Sometimes you have that thing in life where something kills something, and then when they revive something, they're a part of a revival of it. Well, he was a part of the art department for 7 episodes for the Cleveland show.
Oh.
So he's a part of 7 episodes, but he came home. He's with King of the Hill.
Son returned.
King of the Hill is rated 7.6 on IMDb. Cleveland Show's rated 5.6. There's a whole 2-point gap in between them. And he also worked on The Great North. He was a director on that for 13 episodes.
Okay, Great North, I really tried to like.
I never watched it.
That is
I
a
heard
Bob's Burgers, same crew.
Yeah, it's got Nick Offerman, Jenny Slate, Will Forte.
I really tried hard because the people I love, but it wasn't funny at all.
They picked some funny voices, but
yeah,
it
just shows you
everything.
I'm
gonna have to check it out.
Well, what I'm saying is,
it might be funny. It might be funny to Canadians.
Could be. It goes. Well, they also did a show that was all set in Central Park.
Yeah.
Which that was also the same crew, and it was all about New York.
Central Park.
And I don't like those where it's, oh, New York is so great. Oh, LA is so great. There's the rest of the country. You know?
Oh, you're talking about the bi-coastal elitism
Yeah, I
in
don't like
television.
it.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either.
Like
let's go to the Midwest. Let's go to Pawnee, Indiana.
Exactly.
And that's the reason why they're so successful. Where do
That's
they go?
exactly right.
They go to Scranton.
Scranton,
they go
PA,
to Arlen,
Pawnee,
Texas.
Indiana.
They
Arlen,
go to,
Well,
Pawnee.
the good places in Florida. You know, I mean, it's there's all kinds of things. I
Yeah.
mean,
there's so
plenty
much
of
that's not
places in
being
this
touched.
world.
I'm ready for somebody to come out with a deep South Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama
Hell
cartoon.
yeah. Well,
Something in that.
Landman.
Well,
Landman's close.
Well, I mean cartoon.
You're
they
talking
say,
about cartoon or
well, they say
comedy, yeah.
Squidbillies, but Squidbillies is it's not really.
Squidbillies is not really a place.
They don't really
Yeah,
tell you where it's
not.
at. And anything, if I were to place Squidbillies somewhere, I would probably say it's probably in Appalachia more than it is.
Yeah, I would think
that's
so.
where I would.
That's what I've
I'm
always
sorry
thought.
to anybody from the Appalachia. I don't think you're dumb, ignorant, or squids that are rednecks, but I feel like that's where he would come from.
I don't think they have TVs there.
Oh, okay.
So it's okay.
They're down in the holler.
They're down in the holler. All right, so all 4 guys out in the alley. Here we go.
Alley shot.
Nope.
The new style Alamo can is at that too. Which,
Well,
if
they're
you look at
also-
the Alamo can they have in their hand is not the same as the Alamo can from the original.
And it's got a nutrition label on the
And
back
it's got a
of
nutrition label on it, and it's identical to the can that they now sell at HEB.
Oh.
Which I haven't got yet. Whenever I do get it, Mike's going to pick me up for the recording, and I'm going to slug a 6er.
There you go. So we, they're over here saying, nope, can't do it. I can't believe they allow this in the street. And then they pan over, and it's just a kid knocking a soccer ball around.
That's it.
Fake sport, man. Losing some of our best sports
kids to soccer.
What's next? Teach them milk and liters?
That's funny because that's exactly
Donuts
what
with
we do milk in.
I still.
There you go.
Oh, they gave him the deadpan stare.
Because he knew a name.
He knew Lionel
and he
Messi.
Says, and
Yeah.
what does he say? Or whoever.
Or whoever.
I was just making up a name. He named dropped one of the best of all time. Yeah.
Well, shit. I had a thought. I don't know where it's at. It'll come back. All right, so he's just making up a name. Oh, I remember what it was. I am so. Did I kick that right? Oh, he kicked the ball like a real soccer player too.
Yeah, he did.
They didn't like
he hit
that
it
at
right.
all. No,
You
I
hit
was
it with
going to
the side of
say.
your foot, not your
I was
toe.
going to say I'm so intrigued by this woman who's with Boomhauer.
Oh, the lady that he's
Yeah,
with now.
I'm
Yeah, I
so
want to know
intrigued
more
with
about her
that.
too. They don't really
Yeah.
tell us too much yet.
Boy, season 15 is going to be an entirely new cast for the most part. You're going to have all these new people. Such a dumb sport. Oh, you got to do the stepdad duty.
I guess so. The stepdaddy.
Oh, Dale does not like this. So they literally, Bill was just talking about how stupid scones were.
Yep.
Dale comes over, knocks on his door. What's he got in his hand?
They're all sneaky eating scones.
It's a bunch of scones. I've really come around on scones. They're very worried about this soccer.
I'm not understanding why they're so worried about it. I haven't got that part yet.
I would also like to know why there's just a bowl of letters.
Oh, this is mail.
Those-
I guess he just
those
lets
are
his mail
envelopes and
collect
it's
there.
just in a bowl. It's a bowl of letters.
A bowl of letters.
I wonder if Bill still holds his tied record with Ricky Suggs. I'm sure he does.
I was at the hot dog eating competition. Yeah.
I need an explanation for Dale's hat.
Oh yeah, Dale's hat.
Uh-oh. The Sheik of Araby. And see, Bill is only worried about Peggy being in danger.
He's only ever worried about Peggy.
Uh-huh.
Oddly enough, he probably worries more about his best friend's wife than his best friend does.
He said soccer is despised in Texas, despite the efforts of that Canadian assassin Deadpool and that Ted Lasso.
This is an episode that kind
I
of
love
falls
that,
flat on me when they talk about like the lack of popularity of soccer in Texas.
It's just it's a push pull, right? So these guys are pushing. We'll pull it back with soccer not being so bad. It's just you had to have a villain.
You got to have it.
that's
Yeah,
really
you got to
all
have
it
that
is.
push and pull.
And
No,
I don't really
absolutely.
mean
I understand
villain,
it.
but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. I mean, you got to have it.
Yeah, you got to have that push pull.
But I just love the fact that he blames it on Deadpool and Ted Lasso. those are the two big baddies.
Yeah. Oh, Ted Lasso.
Boomhauer's kids playing. Oh, the contagion. Uh-oh. I love his obsession with werewolves just because he mentions it now.
Well, I like what he says there too. He said, I killed a werewolf for at least a really big dog.
So Boomhauer's out here being the ref,
Yep.
and Boomhauer is like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
He doesn't get paid
basically.
enough for this shit, and he doesn't know the sport.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, oddly enough, Hank is the one
And
that
then
notices
Hank
that he
knows
doesn't
it.
know the sport. Yeah.
And then, why do they have to ruin it with rules? Because it's a sport,
It's
idiot.
a sport.
They're
You're
just
missing a
yelling
great
at the
game,
ref.
ref. I love that.
Oh, he's had enough. He quit. Automatically lose. Oh, poor kid. He got a lot of teeth in his mouth, that little kid.
He got about 40 teeth.
Right up front. Just 40 right in the
Just
front.
40. Big row.
See, I don't know any of these rules.
I do.
Do you?
The defender cannot go in front of the ball. No, the defender has to stay behind the ball. You can't go too forward or it's an offside.
Okay.
Same thing in hockey, really. That's the thing I like about soccer and hockey is they're both similar in certain ways as far as like some of their offside stuff and stuff like that and how
Yeah.
they handle it. There's
Yeah.
some of the similar. In hockey, obviously they don't do corner kicks. They
Sure.
just reset it, in the
Right.
points they have for it. And in soccer, of course, they do corner kicks or side kicks. That's how they put the ball back into play. It's similar in hockey. They reset the puck, reset the ball. The offside rules are the same. You have the challenge at the beginning where they put the ball in front of you, except for the puck, they drop the
Offside
puck.
rules in hockey are the same as offside rules in soccer?
Yeah, defender
has to be in front or behind?
The defender has to be behind. There's like a defender can't go past a certain part of the part of the field.
That's the first time that somebody has told me about offsides in hockey that it made sense to me.
It's soccer. That's what I tell.
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
that's
tell
what I'm saying.
anybody.
I mean-
Well, that's what I tell anybody that knows either sport. If you know one of the sports, you could follow along
Yeah.
rules
Yeah.
pretty much throughout the other ones. Now, the ones that it gets different is obviously because there's more elements in hockey. You got the stick and all that.
Sure.
The penalties are different.
Yeah.
And how penalties are handled are different.
Right.
In soccer, a penalty generally you don't lose a full player.
Right.
And then you have to play like a power play, and
Right.
you don't have that player at all during that play, and they're playing, and that player's pulled.
Gotcha.
Like that doesn't happen in soccer. But other than that,
It's
they're pretty
interesting to
similar.
me.
Yeah,
The rules of all
the
these
rules are
sports.
fairly similar.
So they are watching it's obviously the Masked Singer, but somebody's dressed up like an avocado, and and Joseph is convinced that it's Tupac in an avocado costume.
Yeah.
So we got Bobby, and we got Joseph, and we got Connie all sitting in their apartment watching the Masked Singer, basically. All right. Here's what I want to do real quick. If y'all
Lane
can
Prattley.
hold with me.
Is that Lane Prattley?
No, that's not Lane Prattley. That's the
It almost looks
guy
like
that's-
Lane Prattley.
Uh-oh. I don't want that. I'm going to call this number and see what we get, because I think it's only right. So this is the number at the car lot. So 214-555-0165. So let's see what we get here.
Oh, dialing a phone number.
Your call cannot be completed as
Yeah.
dialed.
Well, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put a 1 in front of it. So let's try that. 1-214-555-0165. Oh. Well, none of you can say I
Nope.
didn't try.
We tried.
I mean, I tried.
Your
I did
call
try.
cannot be completed as dialed. I think
right.
it's very sexist.
So this is Bronco.
Automated phone technology is very sexist
It is, certainly, because we would rather hear a female voice.
than a man's voice.
Yeah,
I don't
it's-
know.
it's-
I would think I would like variety. What if I call and I want to hear a Rasta voice? Hello, welcome. You cannot make the call.
I don't understand why we're not at the point where
Right.
I can put an
Yeah.
app on my phone that will change everyone's voice whenever they call into me. Yeah, I know, the 555. I just figured I'd try. All right, so this is Bronco Berries, and that is Bronco Berry, but he is from many moons ago. He has been on TV apparently in their area for a very long time, and so they're watching one of the old commercials. Come on down to Bronco Berries used cars. He did give a 214 though.
Which
Mosey
is,
on
let's
in
see.
today. Bronco Berry is still doing
The
it.
214 area code is Texas.
Yeah, it's Dallas.
It is. Yeah, it serves a
Dallas,
certain
Fort Worth.
region of Dallas, though.
Fort Worth is like 512.
Yeah, parts of Dallas are 512.
Bobby's
This
finally going to buy a car.
is.
He's got enough for the down payment.
Areas within Dallas County and portions of Collin, Denton, and Rockwall counties.
Connie is very worried about Bobby going by himself.
This
So
would put
she's-
you in the Irving, Garland, Richardson area, which Richardson would be where he
Yeah.
grew up and got a lot of influence for King of the Hill.
So she is saying that Bobby is just too nice, that he needs to take Peggy with him if he's going to buy a car, and Bobby's like, screw you, I can do it myself.
817, 512 is Austin. 817 is.
Oh, yeah,
Fort
you're
Worth.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
817.
817 used to be
817
Waco.
used to be here. Yeah. And they split it up.
And they split it up, and 254 is like Central Texas.
For
I
a
think
little,
it goes from like.
For a little while, it cost me long distance to call Temple. Yeah.
What?
All right. So.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Long distance because it was 254 you would call?
So it was 254 that you would call. Yeah. And we were
817.
817. Yeah.
So it would be long distance to call.
It was long
20
distance to
minutes
call
down the road,
freaking
30 minutes.
Temple. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But that's when they nickeled and dimed you for every phone call. I know you know, Mike, he says. Yeah, well, I'm old, so I know. All right, so Hank comes in. Peggy's watching some crap on TV. Hank has he's got a ref costume.
He's got one on.
Sorry, uniform. Costume is different, but
uniform. Sorry.
Yeah, he's got the uniform, and he's saying he's. It's almost like he's confessing to Peggy that he likes soccer.
That is not a bad thing. I, for one, am glad to see that Boomhauer is taking his role
Yeah.
as Luke's father-adjacent figure.
I mean, she's right about that.
She is.
Boomhauer does seem to be a good stepdad.
He is a good stepdad. Bad soccer coach.
They kicked balls at his head, Peggy.
Our country has changed.
Cashier at Frumpy's asks for tips.
Cashiers at Frumpy's.
Here for some sensible shorts, not to get fleeced.
I'm here for some sensible shorts.
You know, pause real
Get
fast.
fleeced. That's another T-shirt right there.
That is a phenomenon that has pissed me off more than anything.
The tipping?
And well, it's not the, and that's what a lot of people think. They think it's the establishment that does that, and it has nothing to do with the establishment. It's the credit card company. It's not the credit card company. Sorry, it's the whoever creates the front end. What are they called? The guys, the Stripe, and the people that got all the equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
They sell you.
Yeah.
They rent you
The payment,
the POS people.
Yeah.
Pieces of shit payment service people, but they'll rent you all the equipment out or whatever. I think it's built into the equipment, so it's not like they have the option on there. And
you can turn it on and off.
You can, but I think a lot of people that start these small businesses or have these, or not even small business, any business that has it, some of them are technologically dumb, so they don't turn it off.
Breathe deep. Imagine your legs more limber in Duluth Trading Double Flex Denim. Envision euphorically squatting for that can of suds, bending for your toolbox in a state of bliss, lunging for your laser level on a whole new level. Relax and allow the flex to fill you with ability. Find your inner flex in Double Flex Denim only at Duluth Trading.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Got a car to sell but no time to waste? Hop on to Carvana.com to get a real offer for your car in seconds. All you have to do is enter your license plate, answer a few quick questions, and if you accept the offer, Carvana will pay you as soon as you hand the keys over. They even offer same-day pickup in many cities. Save your time, score some cash, and sell your car the convenient way to Carvana. Pickup times vary. Fees may apply.
But the one that irks me is I've seen it only online. I've never ran into it, and if I ran into it, I would probably immediately tell those people how fucked they are, and I'll never eat there again, and I'll leave them about 20 bad reviews underneath 20 different pseudonyms. But it's the one where they cover up the no tip with a sticker, so you can't see where it says. You can't hit the no tip button.
Yeah, that sucks.
Which is tax fraud.
Yeah, that sucks.
If you look at if the IRS, if you report them to IRS, that's actually a fraud because you can't force somebody to tip.
No, that blows.
You can't force a tip.
Ooh.
Somebody posted on
Where
the
did you
internet.
see that?
It was something on Facebook or somewhere. It wasn't anywhere around here. It was.
Oh yeah.
It
If
was
I ran
somebody.
into that, I'd just
it was
back
somebody
out.
talking about it on Facebook, and they had posted a picture of it because they took a picture of it, and they were like, "Yeah, this is such and such business," and
Yeah.
they
I'd
had
get the
a
hell out of
sticker
there.
on it.
That's
That would piss
crazy.
me off. I'd be mad.
Artie says Hank wasn't just not interested in soccer; he hated it, and that's what you're seeing from his friends. You know, they still hate it, or they assume they're supposed to hate it. Anyway, Peggy again has made it about herself and her shorts. There's a ref shortage in Texas for soccer, so Hank's helping and filling in. After years of enjoying mocking soccer, I can't have the guys think I like it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
think it's funny.
Here we go. Soda. He's just fixing a tank. HD10 propane tanks. Yeah, see, he looked out.
Oh,
and he saw
pause it real fast.
Yeah.
There's a reference that I didn't get before that I get now.
Yeah.
So, with AI technology, I could type in, give me a data sheet for season whatever, episode whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Whenever he said that Canadian, he says Dale was talking about soccer's popularity despite efforts by Canadian Assassin, Deadpool, and Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
What he's talking about is he was alluding to Ryan Reynolds' ownership.
Yes.
Of
Wrexham.
Of Wrexham. Yeah. I didn't put that together because I didn't know he owned a soccer team. So I was like,
yeah, it's him and Rob McElhenney. From Always Sunny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they own it together.
Yeah, cool.
By the way, Rob
McElhenney
McElhenney has changed his name. He's now just Rob Mack.
Just Rob Mack.
Which is insane.
Did they revive that?
What? The soccer team?
Always Sunny.
I think it just showed its last episode.
The revival?
I think it's no. It's been going the whole time.
Oh,
they're on like season 17.
Oh, I need to start at the beginning there.
Yes.
I've watched bits and pieces of it. It's a really ridiculously funny show, and I can see why they took that the female lead in that and gave her own show on Fox, because she had that weird little show on Fox. Where
She had the one show first that was
called
called The Mac. And The Mac was a great
That's
show.
the one that was on Fox where she was the babysitter?
Very funny, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Very
about.
funny.
Yeah, that was great.
But then now she's on a thing on ABC where she's like a maid or a house cleaner.
Because It's Always Sunny is
and
where
she
she got her
solves
start,
crimes
right?
and stuff. Yeah, but she's actually married to Rob McElhenney.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, those two are married.
Because she's funny as shit.
She's very funny.
I think she's probably one of the funniest female comics on TV.
Dennis now looks like he's about 140 years old, but the best thing Dennis has ever done besides Always Sunny is AP Bio. AP Bio should still be on. That's a
TV,
great show.
Teacher show, right?
It is so funny.
Yeah.
Yes, those kids in that show are fantastic.
I'm going to have to check that out.
If you've never watched AP Bio,
I've never seen
I'm talking to everybody who's on, everybody. If you haven't watched AP Bio, go on Netflix, watch all of AP Bio. I think it's 3 seasons, and it's over. But it is so good. The comedy is very, very good. There's pig butchering, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. We'll have to see that.
All right, here we go. He's talking about how he was there cleaning a tank or picking a Caitlin Olsen, not a twin. Yep.
Not a twin.
She's not one of the Olsens. However, you know who is one of the Olsens is Scarlet Witch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's their big sister.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Isn't that nutty?
What
a crazy, crazy world we live in.
Yeah, that is
All right,
crazy.
so he's talking about how he was working on tanks in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
and
Arabia.
He kept catching a glimpse of the game going on in this giant stadium, and he in a moment of weakness, he was like, the beautiful artistry that is soccer, and he was just watching between. It's almost like pervert watching, under the stands here, but he's watching soccer for the rules.
Yeah.
He loved it. He loves soccer.
I love soccer.
She said, you're lucky my father's not still alive. He hated soccer, and he'd ban me from seeing a bad boy like you, Hank Hill. Such a stupid
That adds a
thing.
little bit of depth to her character too.
It's true.
Talking about her father.
We've never heard that.
I don't think they ever mention. I'm not going to say ever because I haven't.
Artie will know. He'll tell us.
I don't have a memory recall for episodes past what we watched so far. But
thanks, Cody.
I wonder if they mention his mother.
He's saying almost like a pervert.
Her father. I know they mentioned her mother, but I wonder if they ever mention her mother. Her mother.
Yes,
I know they mentioned her mother.
I am assuming, Artie, that is the only sport he saw over there. Now, you know what's happening right now.
They have Jai Alai. It's like a
highlight,
or however you say it.
With
It's
that
like a
big
ball
funky
game.
thing like you see in the beginning of Miami Vice.
They say it's dangerous.
Oh, I'm sure it is. You're whacking a ball.
They say
really,
that ball
really
moves
fast.
at like 70, 80 miles an hour, and it's real hard too. They say
whacking a ball. Shit, I keep losing my place. What was I saying? Boy, I'm telling you guys, getting old sucks.
Yeah,
it blows. My brain is just deteriorating at a
I smoke a lot
unforeseen
of
rate.
weed, so sometimes I've had brain farts.
All right, so she wants to be with a bad boy now. She's getting a little turned on. You can tell because her glasses are getting fogged up. Although we have a dirty little secret, she says. Who the hell is getting so wet at a referee's uniform?
Right, she is. I think Peggy looks oddly attractive this season.
She wanted to be put in the penalty box.
Oh.
He goes, "Oh no, that's hockey."
Yeah.
I love the fact that Hank has his shirt completely off, and we can still see where his shirt is. that farmer's tan of his, and wearing the whistle in bed.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's kind of kinky for them, isn't it?
All right, here's Dale in his basement watching his friend, and okay, two things here. One, middle of the night, they're up watching soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Dale is across the avenue watching them watch soccer. Hank is fully dressed. Pants, shirt tucked in, everything on the couch. So they had sex. Then he got fully dressed again and went and got on the couch. That's right.
That's funny.
That's my favorite part. Still could be werewolves. Hank is not a wily one. Where the hell does Hank go? He doesn't go anywhere.
He doesn't go anywhere.
I could track Hank from here.
Well, he went to Saudi Arabia.
All right, here he is. That's bad for my kids. You know, that's the girl who plays Connie doing that voice.
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. See, he's got the soccer rule book, and if anybody's gonna follow the rules, it's gonna be Hank. Oh yeah, that's all there is to it. That's that guy that we read about last week, right? The guy who doing the little interstitials, the little ding, 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 ding. That thing.
Yeah. That guy. Yeah. That's what we talked about last week.
All right, he's coming home. Peggy's washing. All right, let's see what Cody says. They are much more horny in the revival. Yes, you're true. It's a long way from Buck told Hank that he knows he doesn't have sex.
Well, not that I know from experience or anything, but they say that postmenopausal women are really horny. I don't know.
Sure. You
have more experience with postmenopausal women than I do.
I don't have any experience with postmenopausal women, but I will tell you that once the kids are out of the house, that's much better.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Helps a lot.
I can imagine that changes the dynamic.
Artie says Peggy's father was an old, foggy-brained farmer in Montana. Probably, yeah, but he hated soccer. So he comes home in his referee outfit, and Peggy is right there, ready to give it up. She got dish hands, though.
She got some big old dish hands.
Oh. You are my Gary Cooper. What a current reference. There they are again. 2 days in a row.
Yep.
Do you think... Well, never mind.
I think what?
Well, no, I'm not. Yeah.
All right. Do you think
there is
sucks,
a line?
Do you think she sucks on Hank's nipples?
That's not what I'm...
That's what you're saying?
Nope.
I think she might. I think Hank might like a little bit of that.
Little nipple play. She does not want Bobby to think she just had sex.
Not at all.
See, that seems like... Okay, so I'm going to give you a little insight to my life.
Okay.
Peggy reminds me of my mother so much.
Oh, Peggy does?
Especially now with that hairdo and those glasses. That's the way my mother looked my entire life growing up. And my mother was the same kind of mother where she would like laminate things, keep everything I did. I mean, we had just storehouses full of shit that I did when I was a kid. All the greeting cards were saved, all the everything.
That's wild.
Yes, and she would keep all of the documents in one place. She'd keep all the art in another place. She'd keep this all over here.
I'm not gonna lie, my mom
she was very organized.
I'm not gonna lie, my mom kept some stuff, but your mom seems like she archived your life.
She did for the most part. Yeah, that and
which isn't a bad thing.
Their life also, because we've got so many photos.
Well, not only like that, for somebody who does media and stuff like you, it's good to have all those old things.
It's
to
great
look back at to see your development. You know, like where you came from.
Well, I was born in Taiwan, and one of the best things.
Tell.
One of the best. I lost
Big doodle guy.
Lost
Big
my
doodle
accent.
guy.
Yeah. One of the best things they did, and I got to get these and do something with them before they're all completely gone. Is they took tons of pictures when they were in Taiwan, and so I have like I don't know about 5 of those reels full of slides.
Oh, like actual
and I have
slides.
a slide projector and the whole thing. It still works.
Yeah, because
I need to get those stuck into. Okay, so Artie, you mentioned elementary school report cards, boxes and boxes of them. Yes,
How long were you in elementary school for?
I was in it for a while.
If you got that many report cards, boxes of how long?
I did find one the other day.
5th grade 8 times.
I think it was 4th grade. It was either 4th or 5th grade, and I had some N's for needs improvement in areas where I wouldn't shut up in class or I was causing trouble. Other than that, I was a good student. Yeah. Also found my Mickey Mouse Clubhouse membership card. Yeah.
Oh, you were part of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, huh? You and Ryan Gosling?
On paper only. Yeah.
Okay.
Not a practicing member.
Not a practicing member.
Bobby's asking his mom if he can be too nice, and what's she going to say? There's no such thing as being
no
too
such
nice,
thing.
Bobby Hill. You are just the right amount of being nice. Hank's like, no. Because it could be that Bobby's going to figure out that they are in bed together. And dear God, that can't happen. 3 kids, 6 years each, kindergarten with perfect attendance stuff too. Yep.
Oh, 3 kids. I got you.
I bet you do have boxes and boxes of them, Marty.
I thought you were talking about boxes and boxes of your own stuff.
Tell him to wear a tie. I like how she's winking the whole time, like it's a good story she's telling. Okay. So, you guys that aren't in Texas, car dealerships here, I don't know how they are in your area. Car dealerships here are gigantic. They are so friggin' big. And I do not know, okay, and maybe some of you guys have insight into this. Car lots, RV dealers, mobile home dealers. I don't know how they keep that much friggin' inventory all the time.
Yeah, I don't either.
There's no way it's all paid for.
None.
Right? So what happens if one gets stolen? What happens when a hailstorm comes through? I guess that's all insurance.
Loss right off.
But I'm just saying, like, how do you keep all that inventory? That is insane to me.
Well, you know how they keep all that inventory? They keep it because the price for cars is astronomical compared to the cost of manufacturing.
Sure.
So they manufacture cars for cheap and sell to us for double. And it's the reason why Toyota and all these other companies have all these cheap cars they sell in other countries for $10,000, $5,000, anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000. Like Toyota's got this one truck they sell all over the world for like $15,000. $10,000, but the United States refuses to let them to sell it here.
Sure.
They can sell every Toyota they want, but they can't sell that specific one because even Ford, Chevy, all those companies all make cars in other countries that are $10,000 or $15,000 cars that are reliable, good vehicles, but they don't sell them in America.
Artie gave me an answer. It's not the detailed answer I was expecting,
It's
but
a
it says
racket.
it's a racket.
Yeah.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
You
it.
can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Find your next ride at Autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This episode is brought to you by KPMG. Making an impact is how KPMG helps make the difference. KPMG applies advanced tools and strategic thinking to convert data into actionable knowledge and deliver value by improving performance through transformation, modernizing processes with technology, harnessing the power of data, navigating complex M&A transactions, and enhancing trust among stakeholders. Go to kpmg.us/advisory to learn more. KPMG. Make the difference.
It's a cartel.
Which I agree
and
with
it's
you
funny.
on that.
That reminds me of that Cowboys documentary where Jerry Jones rebelled against the NFL and did a deal with Pepsi for the stadium.
Yeah.
And at that time, there was a NFL-wide deal with Coke.
Yeah.
But he said, well, NFL don't own my stadium. He said, I sell what I sell in my stadium, and you sell what you want to sell anywhere else. He said, if you want to put Coke on an NFL jersey, he said, I can't stop you. He said, but what I sell inside of my I sell inside of my business is my business kind of thing. So he had that antitrust lawsuit because they sued him, and then he sued them back for $750 million. And he told them in the hearing, it was he pretty much got them on a monopoly thing to where they were trying to tell him what he couldn't do with his own
Sure.
business kind of thing. And that's what that a racket
Yeah.
kind of reminded me of. But speaking of a racket again, Jerry Jones almost bought the San Diego Chargers with Jimmy Hoffa's money. So he was Jerry Jones is prolific. He says in the documentary, he said, I might have not known how to do many things in the world, but he said my mouth could borrow money like no other. He said I could borrow money with the best of them, but then I got to figure out how I got to pay it back.
Yeah.
And he said I was really good about figuring it out and paying it back. He said, but borrowing money from Jimmy Hoffa to buy the San Diego Chargers, he said I talked to my dad about it. My dad said, well, what if you can't recoup the money?
That's right.
He said, what if you borrow this money to start buy the San Diego Chargers from Jimmy Hoffa and the Teamsters, and you can't pay him back? And that's when he said, I probably won't buy it. But he was 28 then. So he could have ended up being an NFL owner for longer than he was because he was 28 when he had the opportunity
Teamsters
to buy that.
that's a tough group to borrow money from.
And he was already borrowing money from them anyway.
Talking about all the inventory, though, like up by my house, there's 2 big RV lots right around the corner from us.
Yeah.
And I was talking to those guys one time, and they said that they designate like a couple of the RVs, and they just leave them open. And the reason for that is because homeless people will come and break into them. So they basically have 2 of them that they're just a loss. They say, here, just go. And then the rest of them stay locked. Because homeless people.
They keep the first few unlocked. So when they go to jiggle the
in there
handles.
and just destroy the place.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And isn't that nuts? I think you have to have, you basically just throw 2 of them away. So here you go.
Well, they could give away cars to everybody that's licensed, and they wouldn't take any losses, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do with the cars that never get sold. If they just regurgitate them and they just grind them up and remill them,
probably
pull parts off them to
probably
go back to the cycle to create more cars.
That would be a very interesting documentary to watch about how the automobile industry in America works.
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
But
There's probably a reason why we don't know, though.
I'd like to know from that end, right? Come for King of the Hill, but stay for y'all's stories. Okay, I'm glad you like.
We appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're almost halfway through this. Welcome, Bronco Berry's Bilford's Car Corral. Did you get a gander that are pre-owned?
Oh yeah.
Boy, they always want to sell you those pre-owns too.
Yep, a nice pre-owned.
We have small dealerships where I'm from, but they hire old retired dudes to move them around the Southeast from dealership to dealership as needed to manage inventory. My granddad did that. Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh. That was from Cody, by the way. He's done his due diligence here. He's looked up comps on other cars.
He's doing a Hank thing when Hank bought the car.
He's done absolutely.
I got it for sticker price.
Yeah. Quit horsing around. We got the BS deals in Dallas, says the horse.
That's funny.
Bronco Billy got old.
Oh, he did. He got real old.
Stephen Root.
A lot of similarities in that accent and Buck.
You like how it says Switzer certified?
I did notice that.
Because that's the name of his horse, is Switzer.
It's Barry Switzer.
Right.
Yeah.
Brand new, previously owned, Lane Prattley.
Yeah, there you go.
So.
This guy looks like Lane Prattley's corpse.
He does kind of look like. Why is his hair pink? It's not white, it's pink. Oh. Introduced him to Switzer.
It might be just the contrast. It looks a little gray. See how it looks real white now? I think it's just contrast with those colors.
He said the horse's real name is Bobby. This guy's a huckster from way back, man. A little long in the tooth. Showbiz can be cruel to horses. Life can be cruel to horses. Huh. I didn't really understand this part. He makes him buy a horse.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
Yeah. You beat the tar out of us on the price and the research. So you did such a good job of researching your car. I want you to take this horse.
Yeah, a sick horse. He goes to buy a car and he buys a sick horse instead.
That's
such
the
a
most
Bobby
insane.
thing. Yeah.
I just want to pass him on to someone I trust. And do we find out why he's getting rid of the horse?
It's sick.
He just didn't want it anymore?
It's a sick
That's
horse.
bullshit. He's making all that up. Murder a sweet horse.
Yeah, it's a sick horse. Look at him.
That horse looks great. I love the fact that he's got the giant ribbon on the back of the horse.
He went to buy a car, came home with a horse.
Switzer was the name of the ex-football player who moved into the neighborhood. He used to poop on Khan's lawn. Was it?
Switzer is Barry Switzer.
Yeah,
I
I think
refuse
we're
to
talking
believe it's
Barry
anybody else. You might be right about the ex-football player who moved into the neighborhood and all that, but that dude named that whatever Switzer because of Barry Switzer, not because of some football player who lived in the neighborhood.
Which is crazy to me because I think I would name my horse Jimmy or something.
It was the player's dog. Switzer
Yeah.
was the player's dog.
There you go.
Okay, but Switzer's Barry Switzer from the Cowboys fame. He was the beloved coach after Jerry Jones or
So Jimmy
Johnson.
Bill's testing Peggy. Says, would you like this very American apple pie or this hummus and falafel?
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out whether they're spies. There you go. I would never eat food that's been in your home. He goes, I understand.
I understand.
You don't see Bill with his shirt tucked in too much either.
Nah. Not
Without
very
a
often.
jacket.
A nice yellow button up at that. He's
Why is his
dressed.
cat missing in his $10,000 reward?
That's a hell of a reward.
For a cat.
Well, it's probably not his cat. It's probably something he saw and picked up off the street.
Uh-huh. Oh, he's going to ref a high school game. At Arlen Eagle Stadium. This is just bad tech on his part.
I think so.
You know, Dale's got bad tech, and so he overhears what he wants to hear.
He doesn't hear all the right
And
stuff
all of a sudden, this is a episode of Three's Company.
Yeah.
If it were up to Dale, Bill, and Boomhauer, you'd spend your time drinking beer and complaining about. Well, that's what they've done.
Hello, Michael.
That's kind of true, though. Hey, Michael. I don't like women shaving their heads and dying what's left. They look like fruit. Fruit. The only way. How did he get that? They're going to kidnap the mayor. You can't bring a horse.
Yeah, upstairs neighbor has a dog.
You guys understand that had this been a mini horse, he probably would have had an argument. Because the only two real support animals are dogs and tiny horses. Checking in live from Austin.
Austin.
Yeah, moving does suck. I'm sorry.
Welcome, man. Welcome in.
Bronco Berry. Good Lord, this guy's mean.
Yeah, he is.
I out-businessed you. I would like to discuss the concept of a funeral horse home.
Oh, pause this real fast. I got a crazy story. I'm sitting at the house one day, and I get a phone call from a buddy of mine. It's like 6 in the afternoon, 6 p.m. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, yeah, man, remember that horse I had, growing up? And I was like, yeah, man, how's it doing? He goes, well, it just recently died like a couple days ago. And he goes, do you know how to dispose of a dead horse? And I was like, what? He called me to ask me if I was like, I've never owned a horse. Why would your first instinct be to call me to ask me how to get rid of a horse? I told him, I said, the way they get rid of them, or from what I know they get rid of them, is they dig a small pit and they drag them into the pit and then they light them on fire and they just let them burn out.
Yeah.
And then they bury what's left of it in that pit. And he was like, I gotta light my horse on fire, and I was like, I don't know what you got to do. I don't know what. I'm like, you got to find somebody with a backhoe to dig a big hole or something. I said, you can't dig a hole with a shovel for a horse. You need some type of equipment or anything. I don't know. I need to ask him. I don't know how they got rid of it.
Yeah, you need to. We need a
update,
resolution to that story.
I'll try to update on how they got rid of
That's
it.
That's a one candle they don't sell at Bed and Bath.
Oh,
Works.
dead horse candles.
Yeah, the burning horse.
I I just didn't know what the
Artie says
logic
he
was.
might just figure you know how to get rid of a body. So any kind of body, it doesn't matter.
Maybe hog pen. There you go. That's what my grandma used to say. She said if you ever want to get rid of a body, you put them in a hog pen.
Oh yeah, hogs will eat them. A stone breed. Do horses eat shrimp?
Horses eat shrimp. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know.
Boy. Peggy's really got a hell of a mouth on her this season, you know?
Yeah, she does. She's a little flippant.
So he sees Hank in there making something. He thinks it's a bomb. Peggy's yelling at him. He thinks he's practicing. He's really just fixing his glasses. I mean, it's all just a misunderstanding. They get there. Hey, by the way, I would love to have one of those hoodies like that guy just had. It just says Arlen. Real
that would be cool.
The front.
Hey,
I don't know that that's actually copyrighted.
I don't think it is. I think you could.
I
think you could probably do that.
There he is. He's at the Arlen Eagles Stadium. Go Eagles! This is his big debut. I do like this because we meet the current mayor, and then Dale comes up and tells the story.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. He doesn't want to give him special treatment. I like the fact that the mayor doesn't even know who Dale is.
Dale was the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here we go. They're going to kidnap Hank.
And Hank is kidnapped. Dale, you're a eat. It's funny that he knows who it was.
Oh, yeah.
Dale, you're a eat.
Chloroform.
Yeah.
Not the Jewish horses. No shellfish. That's
no
good,
shellfish.
That's
yeah.
a nice job.
Only filcafish.
I feel like this episode answers any remaining questions on if Bobby knows about Joseph. Yes.
Yeah,
I
it
think you're
does.
right.
That one scene where he tells the cook to shush.
So he's got him tied up in his basement. And, that's where Dale would take anybody. Dale has an enormous wooden crate full of potatoes down there that's sitting next to Hank.
Well, it's a cellar, so you store your potatoes in the cellar.
That's where you put all your potatoes? Why do they have so many potatoes?
Why does he have a cellar? It's Texas.
It's true. We don't have basements here.
It's not a big thing.
We just really don't.
And the reason why basements aren't a big thing here in Texas is because the soil in Texas is real.
Well, it shifts.
Well, it shifts a lot. Texas used to be
a cellar.
Well, no, it used to be underneath a lot of water, millions of years ago.
Sure.
This part of Texas used to be underneath a big sea. That's why we have a lot of limestone. That's why our earth shifts a lot. It's an ancient ocean floor.
My dad, he put up paneling inside our house out in Robinson simply because you could not keep the sheetrock from cracking.
Because of the amount of shifting.
Yeah. And so he built it in so that they had a little bit of give on either side, and so when it shifted, you couldn't tell.
Well, that's why they do pier and beam housing too.
Yeah.
It's because that's the concept of pier and beam. Really, I mean, they do slabs and stuff now, but honestly, again with the shifting stuff like that, there's a lot of issues in Texas with concrete slabs and having to water around your concrete slab every so often, and there's a lot of maintenance things that you have to do to it.
The pier and beam thing, it's they sink. I mean, it doesn't matter really how you do it around here. Eventually, you're going to have to do something.
You're going to have issues with your house sinking no matter what you do, unless
Rusty said since we don't have where do we go for tornadoes since we don't have those?
We watch them on the porch.
Yeah,
we go to the front porch and watch them.
Get in the bathtub.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
$1 million, free to play. You just need to survive. It's the Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool. Pick one team to win each week. Get it right, move on. Get it wrong, you're out. The last fan standing take home a guaranteed $1 million cash prize. And for every player who joins, we add $1 to the pot, up to $10 million. The Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool. Play free on the Fanatics app. App access open to all. Must be 21 plus and joined by 9/8 to play. No purchase necessary. U.S. only. Void where prohibited. Subject to complete terms. See fanatics.com/game rules.
You pretty much, honestly, the safety thing in this area for tornadoes, if a tornado came through here, it would devastate our area pretty bad, and then maybe we would update stuff. But we haven't had a tornado since 1953, and the mentality in 1953, yeah, and the mentality, in 1953 for this area wouldn't have built a bunch of reinforced buildings.
Well, we're actually on floor 21 of one of the only buildings that survived that gigantic F5. Yeah, that came through.
I'm pretty sure this building took a direct hit, blew out all the windows, and it swayed back and forth. They said one of the accounts that I read is somebody was standing in a window, and the building swayed so much that standing straight up, they could see the pavement below as it was swaying.
Yeah, it was rough. I need to get some posters printed. We do a little news show live first thing in the morning, every morning now, 7:30. So I have to be here at 7 o'clock every morning, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get a couple of posters made, and one of them is going to be of that tornado thing with the building standing in the middle. And
that's cool.
It's going to be like a newspaper front, that kind of thing.
I actually, I can't do anything with him until after my dad passes because he refuses. He thinks it's like some holy grail thing that he has. But he does have a stack of pictures from the tornado in 1953 that have never ever been shared before. My dad had a cousin that served in World War II, and he had just gotten back in 1950 to the States because he did 5 years after World War II overseas doing different stuff. And then when he finally got back to the States, and he was back to the States for good, he was here in the 50s, and then he drove up from Houston at the day after the tornado hit, or that evening after it hit. He drove up that evening, and then that morning he went straight to downtown, and he has tons of pictures of everything. And it's a lot of angles, a lot of pictures, because I've seen a whole lot of media about it already. But there's a lot of stuff that – because he was just one guy, not really – from a journalistic perspective, because a lot of the pictures that were taken from people who had a journalistic intent behind their photography. He was just a guy with a camera and checking on his family because he had a lot of family in Waco. And Willie Nelson, too, was actually downtown when the tornado hit. That's a fun fact about Waco that a lot of people don't know. Willie Nelson is like 12 miles. He grew up like 15 miles from Waco.
My grandmother was down here working at a Piggly Wiggly. And they all had to go get in the locker, like the meat locker and stuff while the tornado was going on.
That's probably the safest place for him because that's a solid metal
absolutely,
cage, pretty much.
So Artie says Dale kidnapped him, throws him in his van, chloroforms him to bring him next door.
Yeah.
That is Dale thinking. Rusty says 53. Yep. I think it was 53 or 55, something like that.
It was May of 1953.
And then he says, heck of a ride riding a building.
And at that time, actually, Waco was bigger and its projected growth exceeded that of Austin.
Bigger than Austin. Yeah.
We should be
Austin.
Major metropolitan area. Yeah, we should be similar to Austin.
In case of tornado, meet at Shiny Pines, and then Rusty said true. All right, here we go. Let's get through this sucker. So he's got him. He's telling him he's been surveilling him. Honey trap. And there's a picture of Bigfoot on the board as well.
Yeah.
By the way. Parkside Apartments. So I guess that's where Bobby lives? Parkside Apartments?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. What's funny to me here is you've got Nancy Boomhauer. What's this guy's name? Brian? The guy that was in their house?
Yeah, Brian, yeah.
And the kid.
Keith David.
You've got the kid.
Is his name.
Then you've got Min, Bobby, Peggy, Hank. And they are all under sleeper cells, by the way. Question mark is all the people I just mentioned. And then Trusted has somebody under it, and I think it's just Dale's picture.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It might be Bill also. But there's also the pyramids. There's a Bigfoot. There's a trash can. There's a 5G tower, a window, a cloud. a license plate. And now he's going to – oh, the only one that's up there that's trusted is John Redcorn.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. He trusts John Redcorn with his life.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of odd.
Bill says, I'm lonely and scared. That's what I'm saying. It's just John Redcorn that's trusted. Uh-oh. No ref. Don't want to forfeit. No refunds. Boomhauer's going to have to go do it because the kid looked at him.
Yep.
Dale uses knockoff ex-KGB equipment. Yeah. I'm sure he does. I bet Dale is a big fan of Temu.
Probably
Huge
so.
Temu and AliExpress fan.
Well, it probably uses eBay.ru for all his equipment. Yeah, all his ancient KGBG equipment, Elemental PQ, whatever, KGB equipment.
Hank is he's gotten into Dale's head and tells him he knows, and it says now he's saying he's a double agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all it took? That's all it took for Dale to be convinced. And then, by the way, Hank unwraps himself. He takes the ropes off of himself. And Bill's throwing up. Dale thought you were an international super spy because you started liking soccer, of course. Saudi Arabia. So Peggy's got him. She's going to take him to the game so he can ref.
I like how he's holding the old shit handle.
My bad boy is back.
You can see Hank's muscles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit handle in it.
So he gets there, and the game is going, but it looks more like football or rugby.
It does.
And so Boomhauer stepped in and just kind of made up the rules. But Hank's so worried about it. But then this very much reminds me of Bobby's episode last time.
It does, yeah.
Where you get to the end and you're like, well, everybody's enjoying it. And you're like, oh, well, then okay. Dang old wrestle, man. He's got him wrestling over possession.
Yeah.
Which actually is not a bad sport.
Not at all.
Okay, I'd be okay with you wrestling over possession. Hank is pissed. Some kind of mixed martial arts.
I don't imagine
they're
we'll see
kicking
any
each other in the
bells and
shin and
yells.
stuff. I wonder if they're going by any bell with a yell. Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. We've heard some yells, but no bells. Now they're trying to figure out what to do with Switzer. I mean, where are you going to put a horse? There's a great group out there called what's it called? Hang on. Here's John Redcorn. Why are they? Oh, it's how we get rid of them.
So it's an old native trick. He used an old native trick on him to get rid of them. That's funny.
The nice thing is that
there you go.
Yeah, see, they can see
Love
each
it.
other.
Rest in peace,
yeah,
Jonathan. Rest in peace.
Seriously. Rest in peace, John. And that's how he gets rid of his horse. He gives John Redcorn. Yes, John Redcorn did age terribly. Yep. And the more I look at it, like I said last time, Boomhauer is very old. But Hank's still getting busy. So
yeah,
that's
he
good.
is. I was going to say John Redcorn aged terribly, and so did the voice actor. But
True.
Nobody can hear that.
Yeah.
I just turned my volume down for that one.
Big, bad foreign spy.
Blah.
I think Peggy's just horny all the time.
Peggy got a hard on for Hank Hill right now. Hell yeah.
Hey, here's Assassinate the President, Dale and Bill.
Eagle flies at dawn. They're sitting there having sex, and he heard the eagle flies at dawn.
Good Lord. That's good. That is a fun episode, though.
That was a fun one. I like it.
We get a lot of horny Peggy. We get very little Bill.
Horned up peg.
We get Hank with his shirt off too many times. Anyway, great episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So thank you guys.
Completely
for
vulgar
being here.
question.
Yep.
Do
Let's
you
go.
think that Peggy's clitoris is large, or does she have a normal sized clitoris?
Well, you know what they say, big feet.
All right. That was that line.
Sorry, guys. All right. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. We don't normally get this dirty, but today was just felt warranted for some reason.
Well, Peggy's horny.
You want to tell them where they can find us?
You can find us at BWAAA
Margin in charge, he
KOTH. You can send us an email at BWAAKOTH@gmail.com.
Yeah, and next week we'll be back. We'll do episode 6. So we've got 5 to go.
5 to go.
I think there's only one thing left to say.
If you're watching on the live stream, stand by for the next episode. If you're not watching the live stream, please go to youtube.com/BWAAAKOTH and check us out over there and hit a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notifications for every time we go live. And until next time, we matanye.
And we matanye indeed.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.